Today's video is about the different types of writing tasks. So this will be a short video, but a useful one, I hope. Okay, so in this video, I want to talk about the different types of writing tasks that can come up in an 11 plus exam that has a writing element. So not all of them do. Usually it's the independent schools that do, but even they don't always have the writing task. A lot of the North London schools, for example, took that out of their exam process some years back. Some grammar schools have a writing task where so many of them don't. So it's important to know exactly what your child will be expected to produce in the exam. A lot of parents think that creative writing is the catch-all term for the writing task. It really isn't. It's one style of writing, and that is basically writing a story. That can be a simple question. Write a story entitled The Deserted House, The Red Door, The Lost Shoe, all of those types of very common type of titles. And it can also be a story with an opener. So the question tells your child to start the story off with a line. Okay, I can't believe that I woke up to see this sight last Tuesday. And then your child would continue. And on the other side of it, they could be given a story that has an ending. And that was how my day ended. It will stay with me forever. Something along those lines, or not, Basically, you can have a story that has an opener that your child has to use, and a story with an ending that, again, your child has to use. So you can see that there is a mixed approach there. Then there's obviously the picture-based writing task. Your child is presented with a picture and asked to produce a story using the picture. Okay, and it's important that the story is about the picture. That your child doesn't divert to write a story that they think they should write, or one that, worst of all, they've memorized. It has to be what the picture is showing, and a story based on that. We've got the descriptive writing piece, which is not a story. To describe is to describe. It is not to write a story. So this could be a question such as, write about the time when you climbed to the top of a mountain and describe what you saw. Or it could even be a picture that's presented in the question and your child has to describe. Many children think that this describe type of writing task should be, just sort of one paragraph or something. No, given half an hour, they're still expecting a page of good, well-structured writing. So if your child struggles with descriptive writing, really get as much practice as possible. Head over to the Geek School website. We've got packs on descriptive writing, geekschool.co.uk, in the Geek School shop, and then also our sister site, a site owned by Geek School Tutoring, the 11 plus essay, has various courses to help your child with their descriptive writing. We then move on to recount writing, which is a remembrance of an event, So it's not a story either. It's, retelling of something that's happened. All I would say regarding descriptive and recount writing is, if your child hasn't experienced what the question is asking, it's perfectly fine for them to make something up that is realistic, okay? Very realistic. Then we have the diary entry. Dear diary, such and such happened, based on either the passage. So for example, if there's like a war passage, your child may be asked to write a diary entry as a shopkeeper or as a child in that time, or something along the lines of you know, with relevance to the passage, or they could be asked to write a diary entry about the best day in their life or something along those lines. We also have letter writing, and that could be formal or informal. And these days it could include an email. Write an email to your local MP about the issues with recycling in your area, or write an email to a cousin abroad, inviting them to come and stay over for the summer holidays, something along those lines. The language use is very important. Obviously, if it's somebody that's known to the child, it's going to be informal. But if it's to somebody that isn't, if it's an official piece of writing, then the language needs to be formal, no use of contractions, and so on. Then we have report writing, which is becoming increasingly popular. Write a leaflet about an event in your area, write a newsletter for your school about the importance of keeping your uniform neat and tidy or something like that, or write for your local newsletter or newspaper regarding some kind of community-based issue. Okay, then we've got persuasive writing. It could be to write a speech to present to your school. It could be a for and against persuasive writing piece. School uniforms should be banned. Discuss whether you agree or disagree with this, for example. So those are generally about all the creative writing tasks that could come up and the other writing tasks that could come up. You know, there's quite a variety, but they all use a core area of skills in their writing. Head over to the Geek School website. There's a free creative writing course on there that your child can take, and you know, get even more useful tips that are not here on YouTube, that I've produced with lots of resources they can download and use as well. Please do head over there. I've painstakingly created it because, you know, my mission is to help as many people as possible prepare their children for the 11 plus and get as many children into the good schools in their area or outside their area, and so on. So I hope that's been helpful. Please remember to be generous with your knowledge. Share this to somebody you know. Like the video, comment, tell me what you think about it. If you sat your 11 plus exams, share some of the questions that came up in the writing element of the English paper. We all want to know. We all want to know. Sharing is caring. And finally, please don't forget to turn on the notifications so that you can be made aware of when the next video goes up. So thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.